FSBOs, their 800 system, and I'm hoping our 800 system will do the same thing.
Same system.
Okay. To go after the FSBOs, you can offer them a rider with an 800 number and their own extension, and the phone goes to them. And in that scenario, you have pretty much guaranteed yourself a buyer once their house sells, because you're not threatening, you're providing them a service, you're giving them value, and you're not bothering them. Another thing I found interesting was that 85%, I think they said, of folks looking for a home start on the internet. They do not want to talk to us, period. They don't want to talk to us. Aren't we ranked just above a lawyer? Did they say that? in the who people want to talk to?
Between a used car salesman.
Between a used car salesman and a lawyer, right? So also with the 800 system, if you use flyer boxes, don't put the price on it and have them call the 800 number, which A, captures their phone number, and B, gives them the information they want without having to talk to a realtor. What else did I like here? Another thing I thought was interesting, it's okay to not take a listing. That's a strange concept.
I love that.
Yeah. If there's sellers that are just completely unreasonable and they're not going to listen to you at all, what makes you think it's going to get better? You can tell them no, and you can be the second or third realtor that actually sells the place. I agree with that too. Farming, I tried farming when I first started. I got no results from it and I quit. I'm going to start farming again. I've got a couple neighborhoods picked out that I want to go after. One of them is actually Sioux Lanes, so we'll see what happens with that. Let's see here. I like the FedEx envelopes. That's a good idea. Needing to be consistent in follow-up, and I'm guilty of that. And just like Margie said, or no, Paula said, 2 or 3 times, I don't, if they haven't contacted me back, forget it. So now I'm going to try and do some more, and just get them to, get them to at least respond. And I think that's about it for me.
Now remember what he says there about the farming. The farming doesn't have to be a neighborhood. It could just be a group.
Yeah.
You could farm your church. You could farm your Lions Club. Doesn't have to be an area. Well, thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
I think I got a lot out of this, and I'm a newer agent, and I wanted to build my business because I don't have those repeat clients and past referrals from 20 years down the road. And the main thing that I wanted to do was get organized. I am not organized at all. I think I am, and I'm truly not at all. And I am an organized person that's not organized.
You think you're organized? How many people think she's organized?
Or maybe it was 5 years ago. I don't know, not anymore though.
Everybody would take you does.
So,
this is Kim, by the way. Kim Hayes.
Hi. I really, with this system and this program, I really think it will get me organized. The people that we're talking up there were phenomenal and they're the best in their area. And they've got, this secretary working for them and this other person working for them and this person working for them, and I have me. So I think it will help me get much more organized. When I have a buyer, I will know exactly what to send them out before we even meet. When I have a listing, I will know what to send them before we even meet. Once I get there, I will have everything in place to make it quick and easy and painless. And my main goal was to get 100% organized, and I really feel that this will get me there. I also, the whole pricing issue with listings and stuff, I got a ton out of it with that. And I went on a listing presentation on Sunday, and I just said straight out, this is where we need to be, and if we're anywhere else, it's not going to sell. You can start up here, 6 months down the road, we're going to be where I'm telling you anyway. So I've been much more honest, and if they don't like what I have to say, I always tell them, if you're a buyer, you're going to love me, and if you're listing your house, you're not going to like me much. But I always tell them the truth, and I think that I got a ton out of this as far as what to say to people to get them to realize this market is not good when you're selling your house, and to be really reasonable. And I love one thing that they did have is they had an automatic, they call it a price enhancement.
Price enhancement.
Instead of a price adjustment or a price drop or
Pricing strategy.
Really. And to automatically get a price reduction every 30 days, a certain percentage, so that you don't have to go to them and say, okay, I think we really need to drop it. They don't want to hear it. It's already in your contract. They've signed it, and you get their household. So I think that was huge. The open house, I think the whole loyalty thing, I learned a lot about how to get people to be loyal to you. Like with the open house passes that they were talking about. Why didn't we think of that? I mean, it's so simple.
It's so simple,
It's
yeah.
so simple.
And it costs them nothing.
And that's what I liked about this whole system, is that it's simple. It's not a bunch of words that nobody understands. It's not cheesy. It's very to the point. And I think that's simple. It's very short and simple, and that's what I like. So I did very much enjoy it.
Good. Kim, could I use the word focused instead of organized?
Sure.
Same thing, right? Organized, focused, whatever, yeah. You said that, yeah. I sat there and thought, I know all this stuff. Why am I not teaching these classes? Because I don't remember it all. And I don't have it all in one place. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to be using the materials from this course for meetings for the next year or two. We got so much stuff that but we're not gonna overwhelm you. I'm gonna give you one today, expireds. Want to work expireds? I'm gonna give you every key in the world to do it. But if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Let's give Kim a hand.
Alrighty, well, thanks you all for letting us speak here today. And I look around, I see actually a lot of familiar faces, but there's also a few that are unfamiliar to me. So my name is Michael Lucenti. I'm with Vision Mortgage, and yeah, I signed up for this EDGE program that was geared towards real estate agents. And a couple days going into it, I was like, that rich guy's a great salesman. Why the heck am I going to a real estate meeting? I had no idea why I was doing it. Not a clue. And then
He was good.
Yeah, he was real good. But it ended up being worth it. Whatever his commission was, I thank him. But everything that I learned, whether it was strictly for you guys as the agents, or some of the ideas that I can tweak for my end of the business, for strictly mortgages, were phenomenal. They're priceless. I am not one to reinvent the wheel. Tweaking everybody else's ideas. If I like to reinvent the wheel, I don't Google or I don't Facebook. Unfortunately, I just utilize them. I tweak them, use them the way I want to use them. Same with a lot of the ideas that are in this EDGE program. In all honesty, the best one that I heard, and two people had said it already, is you don't get the sale on the first try. A few times you will, but you got to follow up. Well, when you got a database of 2 years, 10 years, 20 years past clients, how can you possibly call all those people and just stay in front of them? Email blasting, you can't call them. You have to get the technology to work for you. For those of you that do know me, Scott and I run clickbesthomes.com, which every single agent here, if you have a listing, we have created an ad on Craigslist for you. Well, you're not showing that house, we're not showing that house, especially 24/7. The internet's doing all that for us. And that was really the reason I wanted to go to the EDGE program, is to learn the ideas that they already had with technology. I won't say I'm lazy, but I like to utilize what's there for me, and that's technology. And again, it works. Ed, just this week sent you 2 people that looked off of your listings. Is Shelly here? Shelly by chance? I believe she's out of the, no, she's not here. She actually got one last week too. Somebody called about her ad, her listing on Craigslist. And it was at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Are you guys working at that time? No, not at all, unless you're at the bar, I'm talking to people. And I think that's not business cards. But just the amount of ideas that are on that CD, the flyers that they had, I've already started taking some of them and creating Craigslist ads for them. I've already put some on Craigslist, on Facebook, and I'm getting traffic already. And I've only had this for 2 weeks now. So, and they told you, don't get overwhelmed. There's only maybe 2 ideas that I won't do, and that's the buyer's package and seller package. I do the real estate, or the expires, so that one.